Hey everybody, it's Jochen Heiden. I'm back with the Hellsen versus Heiden campaign, War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition, Scenario 2. This is the 3 January 1942 combat replay analysis. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this turn goes. Hoping it's going to be okay. It looks like he grabs a dot base near a ball. No big deal. Ah, of course. What a pain in the butt. And I have escort too, but they never really come in handy until after the fact. Oh, so we got a little bit of hit there. Ooh, get another hit. A little bit of damage, not much. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna lose that cargo ship there. Looks like Triton gets picked up by a sub chaser south of Kagoshima. Alright, and it's just ASW patrol out there. No night bombing. Oh! I have mines there, though. This is going to be bad, guys. Are you ready for this? It's not good. Yeah, look at that. So, apparently, all the mines that I have on the base don't seem to matter, and he just blows up everything there anyway. That's a pain in the butt. Alright, so looks like he's landing on Tanjo on northern Sumatra now. And Jesselton. Okay, that's on Borneo. I specifically mined Koepang to avoid that. And it like he dodged all the mines. So that really sucks. Man. Okay, what is he coming ashore with here? Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me go check on what my dog's barking on. Okay, false alarm. Just somebody at the door. Let's continue. Looks like I-122 got picked up by ISIS and nothing happened with it. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Some stuff over Bandung and Java. Nels bombing Clark. Targeting the airfield. Expect to see all kinds of bombing all up and down through there. Okay, here comes some bombing. Looks like he's trying to keep us from building forts here too. Alright, he's attacking these guys, trying to get into Hankow. Okay, bombing of the troops along the Sian road. Bombing of Sian itself. Yikes. We need to get out of that hex as quickly as possible. Oh, there's us. Hey, look at that. Our bombers dropped some rocks out of the aircraft and hit some oil and Tejpo. Hey, that's something, right? That was... Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, no! How did they catch up to us out here? Oh... Well, we found the carriers, and this is exactly what I was worried about. This is horrible. This is exactly what I was worried about happening here, guys. I was worried about him getting into my convoys, and sure enough, he found them all and destroyed an entire convoy full of stuff. Look at this. Entire unit of stuff destroyed. I had aircraft, everything on that squadron. This is exactly what I was worried about. I knew it. He's going right for the convoy lanes. This is absolute horrible. There it goes. The rest of my... I lose so much here. So, I was worried about him coming after my convoys, and sure enough, it's exactly what he's done. And he's deep into where we're at right now. We're going to lose so much stuff. This is an extremely deep penetration for a carrier task force. This is a very costly raid for me. This is deep, deep behind our lines. Dang it. I cannot afford to be losing these kind of ships right now. Oh, great. Another task force, too. Japanese aircraft near Calcutta. Huh. That must be a submarine. Man. That's so deep for a Japanese carrier task force to be. Wow. Nope. Looks like he's coming in Beaufort as well. I mean, it's long overdue. I thought he would have done this sooner. Oh, this is gonna go well. Look at that. The Japanese don't even take casualties. They just kill. Such a joke. Alright, bombardment at Bandung. We actually get the better of that today. And Clark again. Ooh. Yeah, wow. Yeah, we did okay on that one. Look at this. I think we took a bite out of crime on that one. That's pretty good. Imperial Guards Division. Gonna blast right through these guys. Yep. And we inflict basically no casualties, and we take tons in exchange, because that makes sense. All right, these guys are gonna get mowed down by this tank regiment. Yep. There it is. One unit completely destroyed. Other one seems to be hanging on. And he lands at Pontiac last turn, and he'll take it this turn. Well, I'll tell you what, I am deeply concerned about the location of his carriers. I cannot believe they're that deep in. It's unbelievable. He might as well go all the way to the west coast at this rate. And I knew he was coming, and I moved my convoys away, and he still caught up to him. It's almost like he went full speed after them. It's almost like he knew exactly where they were. Okay, it looks like we're getting a few new ships on the map. I think these are transfers, but I'll have to double check that. Maybe not. All right, well. Okay. Oh, man. This was a bad turn. And I don't see it getting any better. So, let's start. So, let's look at aircraft losses today. They were terrible. I lost basically 3 P-40B squadrons on ships because Hellsen decided to push deep into my lines. I mean, I've never in a million years anticipated a carrier task force being this deep into my convoy lanes, and I knew he was coming, but they don't move as fast as his ships, so I couldn't get out of the way. So all of these aircraft were lost. No pilots though, which is good, I guess. I would think that the pilots would be lost with the aircraft because they were on the ships, but maybe that's not how it works. Or maybe I took them off before they left. I don't recall, but I guess that's good. Looking at Army lost points, we did not have a good day on the map at all. We lost 42 points here. He lost 1. Ship sunk was an absolute disaster. The entire convoy was completely demolished. Fortunately, the ships that I was using weren't necessarily the best. Some Wicks and some Clemson DMs. Nothing that I can't really replace, but I'm already short of escorts as it is, so losing 4 more is not good. And all these cargo ships are nothing to write home about, right? These are pretty standard ships, but it wasn't the ships, it was the cargo that was on them. Yeah, and let's take a look at the actual score now. This turn, the Japanese gained 159 points, and the ratio for me is now 1.01. So literally next turn, unless something drastic happens here, this is going to flip in favor of the Japanese, and we're only on January 4th. So not really good at all. Not good. So I took a look at the combat reports, and one thing I wanted to point out was over here near Colombo, we had a task force intercepted right outside of Colombo, right? And it was this one. Nope, it was this one. The Halozones took a direct hit from the I-122, but shockingly survived. So this ship now gets to disband, and we get to repair it. Where's it at? Oh, it's on fire. It's okay though. It's in port. These fires will get put out, but really remarkable that this ship survived. And I want to show you something else too. Let me see if I can compare it. Never mind. I thought I was going to show you something cool with the experience, but there's nothing really to show. But next turn, this ship will be off fire. We'll have the fires put out, and then I'll be able to get it in the shipyard and get this damage repaired. So I'm glad we didn't lose that ship. I thought we would. But we know he's got subs over here near Colombo. The I-122 reported 2 hits, but I doubt that it's badly damaged. Okay, looking at the SIGINT for this turn, the only thing I really noticed here that was noteworthy was the mention of the Southeast Area Fleet at Truk. Now, I'm pretty sure that fleet does not, to my understanding, that's a naval headquarters. I'm almost certain that fleet does not start at Truk, so he's had to move it out there. So at some point, I need to start rotating some submarines to start dealing with the shipping in and around Truk, because he's moving stuff. Clearly, he's moving stuff in and out of there. Truk is a very important base for the Japanese, but he's moving stuff in addition to ships there. There's troops on these, so he's stacking a lot of naval support from what I can tell at Truk for obvious reasons, but it just is bringing the focus back to Truk for me that I need to start looking at it a little bit more. So I went through the ops report, and while a lot of it's the destruction of my convoy and sightings of the carriers and such, one thing I did notice here was that Vava'u went up in both port and airfield size, which is good because that's a base that I'm trying to develop. But unfortunately, he's going to know that too, so it's probably attracting unwanted attention to this base. Bombay went up in airfield size, which is definitely a good thing because we need at least size 8 here for our future defense plans. This Chinese core, I don't even recall where this was at, but wherever it was at, it's dead. It's probably one of the units that he took out during his previous attack. So another unit bites the dust. And lastly, this is a blow to my morale. The I-7, which we thought we had sunk previously, is now reported as being in service still. So that's one less ship that I thought I had killed. And lastly, even more lastly than that, I have 4 new fighter squadrons arriving in Eastern USA for training. So let's talk about the situation on the map. We'll start in China, where all the action is basically focused up here. He is going at a mad tear for Sian. And look at this. He's peeling this unit off to go up here. And they're probably going to try to block off these troops from retreating down the road. He's also got troops in this hex, but I've only got a blocking force here, which will slow him down for about a day. But it does trap these guys all behind here. He's got these troops still moving up the road, but we are aware of that, and we're moving troops accordingly to defend against it. And we're also getting all the troops out of Sian as quickly as we can to fall back to positions here and here. And I'm hoping I can build up a strong enough defense in one of these 2 hexes to repel him. If I can get about 3k AV into each one of these hexes, I think we can hold for a while. Because it's good terrain for us. Not the best, but it's better. It's gooder. All in all, though, his line drive for the north of China is going very well. And, yeah, I'm not happy about any of that. In Burma, he's already in Pegu, so it is now time to get the heck out of Dodge. We're packing it all up. So we need to, we need to get these guys into strat mode. Ooh, nope, these guys are going to move too slow. That ain't going to work. So I'm just going to have them move up to Prome. And let's see, who's got 2 days of pack time? These guys? Nope, that is too slow. We'll have them move as well. And then these guys should be able to rail out of there. So we'll strat move them up to, I don't know, maybe Lanchow? Oh, maybe not. Why can't we go to Lanchow? Oh, yeah, that's the rail line there. So we're going to have to go to Prome. What a mess. Guys, we're in trouble. And then these last little ships that are in town, this AMC, we're just going to have to leave. So we'll see if we can get him out of here. I don't think he'll make it, but you never know. We'll try for Calcutta. And then that'll be all she wrote for Rangoon here pretty soon. And then the fight for the rest of Burma and India is on. Nothing much to report in Malaya and Sumatra. More blowouts, more of the usual here. It's nothing really that we aren't expecting to happen. I don't know what these guys are doing. You guys might want to turn around and go back up to Jambi. Yep, so he's just going to start advancing up this way, but Palembang is what he really needed. Java is no good because these guys just got blocked, so they're dead next turn. This is probably an armored unit. And then we're just besieged at Bandung. He's now in Surabaya, so next turn I expect this to fall. Or, no, it'll fall. He's probably got a full division here. So we're looking to lose Surabaya next turn as well. And Buitenzorg. Man, this is this is so bad. Oh, yeah. So, despite having 144 mines here, his ships got to come in here and completely bombard and blow up Koepang. Damaged a lot of my aircraft, destroyed some. And there's nothing we can do about it because he's got a carrier task force here. Regardless of what this looks like, that's exactly what it is. And he has additional ships coming down the way for some sort of invasion. My guess is he's going to go for Ambon and Kendari, and these guys are just here to provide support. So we're looking to lose a lot of territory here in the Dutch East Indies very soon. Australia's all the way quiet. Nothing to even talk about there. Quiet down here in the South Pacific. The usual movement here in the Solomons. And then we get to get to the best part. We get to talk about this utter disaster over here. His carriers moved from basically Canton to here in 2 turns. It's almost like he knows exactly where I'm moving my convoys because this guy gets to watch my Lodric videos and he sees how I route my ships. So he gets to come to the same places that he knows my whole game plan. That's one big disadvantage about him watching my videos. He knows how my thinking is, at least early campaign, so he can exploit everything that I do. And I can only reinvent the wheel so many times. There's only so many ways I can route ships. Because never am I thinking that I expect a carrier task force to penetrate this deep. So we lost an entire task force here. That's the only ship that's left over from it, and it's going to sink. We also have my AO fleet here, which is now in danger. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to disband it at Caroline and hope that they can stay hidden. I'm hoping that them not being in a task force, he's not set up for a port strike. In addition to this guy getting sunk, we have these guys at Penton Island with a damaged ship from a sub-attack. Or a collision, I'm sorry. These guys are probably going to get sunk. So now these guys are at risk. I have these guys that are spotted as well, which I'm going to split up into 2 different directions, but these guys are going to die. South of that, I've got more ships that are here that aren't spotted yet, but who knows which direction he's going to go in. So many convoys at risk down here, but I've got something. I got these guys. This is my carrier task force, which is now within 1 day, 2 day sailing of intercepting these guys. Now, here's my problem. When I had elected to go after this task force, it was spotted with what looked to be no more than 2 carriers worth of aircraft. But the situation has changed. We now have the bulk of the Kido Butai, from what I can see. At least 4 fleet carriers. And I believe that. I believe there's 4 fleet carriers here. So now they have more carriers, but an equal number of aircraft. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going after it anyway. And I can already hear you guys screaming at me, telling me that's a terrible idea, that I'm not going to trade, that I'm going to lose everything, that I'm going to get blown up. And you know what? You're probably right. But I'm going to do it anyway, because I want to see what happens. It may not go well, but it may go well. There's 3 alternatives that I see here. Option A, it goes as bad as you are telling me it's going to go, and I'm going to lose all of my carriers, and the KB is just going to run all over me, and it's game over. And you know what? Maybe that'll be. Or option 2, we trade evenly, or maybe I get a little bit of the better hand, but I get damaged. But if I'm over here, I don't have too far to go to get back to Pearl Harbor, right? It's 50 hexes from here to there. Now, for him to repair his carriers, if they're damaged heavily, he basically has to go to truck for temporary repairs of any kind of value. And even that's not going to be good. But for shipyard repairs, he would have to go all the way back to Japan. And that is 100 hexes away. So he's got double the distance to go to repair heavy damage to his carriers, and I have half the distance. So that could happen. Or option 3, the Gary Grigsby gods bless us and we do very good and he does very bad, because his aircraft are committed to attacking these ships down here, and we get in and he's got too much of his attention split. One other thing that might be in my favor is that he is using a lot of Kates right now. And I noticed this. His Kates are carrying a lot of torpedoes right now. So far he's used 22 torpedoes, 40 some odd torpedoes. Right? And every day these Kates fly, they're burning up torpedoes. And I want to check something. Hold on, I'm going to check something. Wait here. I'm going to pause this video. Hey, I'm back. This probably looks a little different, right? Well, I'm looking at my AI game that I used to play as Japanese. And I just want to take a look at these ships here. So, 45 torpedoes, 36 torpedoes. Well, okay. I was thinking maybe we could run this guy low on torpedoes, but maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I don't know. We'll see how many torpedoes he expends, but maybe we could run him down with run him down out of torpedoes out here for a couple days, and by the time it's our carriers get there, his aircraft can't carry as many, and he's using more bombs on us than torpedoes, and that could be in our favor, but I think he'd have to use a lot of torpedoes before he got to that. Anyway, let me go back to my game. Okay, so I'm back. So this is what we got going on. We've got these guys out here moving southwest. So he's going to head this way. We're going to head this way. I'll kind of give you an idea of what direction I'm thinking. Something like this for now. And that's, 16 hexes away, and we're only moving 8 a day. So by tomorrow, we'll be about here. And he'll be maybe here. You know, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's probably not going to be good, but I'm here. I'm doing it. If I don't take this fight, what's going to happen is he's going to come through here, clean out all of these convoys, then head straight for Vava'u and take out all of this. Okay? We must prevent the slaughter of all of these ships out here. I cannot lose them. And he knows that I'm at Vava'u. So he's just going to clean up here and continue on this way and strike there if we don't stop him. Or at least dissuade him from continuing. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take this fight. And if we die, we die. The last thing that I see here that might be in our favor is he does not appear to be configured in his typical formation with multiple task forces surrounding his. Okay. That could be in our favor too, because that means my carrier aircraft are going to go straight for the task force with the carriers. He's got to get through two of my other ones that have lower task force numbers than this one before his aircraft will maybe attack the carriers. So we also do have a metric butt ton of AA that could come in handy. I don't know, guys. I'm taking it though. Go ahead and post in the comments what you think about it. I know you're going to call me stupid. You're going to say I'm dumb. You're going to say a bunch of mean things, and that's okay. I know what I'm getting into. I understand that the probability of success is low, but there is a probability of success, and I'm going to take the chance. One thing I do know is that my ships are more durable than his. Okay. I believe that my ships can tank more damage than his. If we are able to land some 1,000-pound bombs on his carriers, it is game over for him. If we can get a few in there, we don't need a lot. So I'm doing it. And I'll end this video on that. I'm just doing it.